Welcome to Simple Investing Secrets. In this video, we're going to look at the 14 best dividend-paying blue chip stocks to buy now. So before we start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for weekly updates. Let's get started. The sharp decline in the stock market has investors and economists worried about the risks of a possible recession. According to the latest survey conducted by the Wall Street Journal, 63% of economists see the probability of a recession in the next 12 months, up from 49% in July's survey. In times of economic clampdown, analysts recommend loading up on blue-chip companies as they are leaders in the respective sectors. Moreover, these companies have excellent cash flows to their name, generating stable income for shareholders. Their strong balance sheets and sound financials make them secure investments during inflationary periods. This year's returns also exhibited a remarkable performance of the blue-chip companies relative to the rest of the market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, an index that tracks the performance of 30 prominent blue-chip companies, is down 7.96% this year, compared with a 17.7% drop in the S&P 500, as of the close of November 20th. When it comes to blue-chip companies, investors often gravitate toward these securities because of their solid dividend policies. Companies like ExxonMobil Corporation, PepsiCo and the Procter & Gamble Company not only have solid financials but have also raised their dividends for decades. In addition to this, dividend stocks have outplayed their peers during previous periods of market turmoil. According to a report by Lord Abbott, dividends on average contributed 76% of the total return of the S&P 500 in each decade when annualized returns were less than 10% since 1929. In light of these arguments, we will discuss the best blue-chip dividend stocks to buy. Number 14. MasterCard Incorporated, ticker, MA. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 0.58%. MasterCard Incorporated is an American multinational financial services company that provides a wide range of related services to its consumers. In November 2022, Mizuho maintained a buy rating on the stock with a $380 price target, following the company's solid performance in its recent quarterly earnings. In the third quarter of 2022, MasterCard Incorporated reported revenue of $5.8 billion, up 15.5% from the same period last year. The company's shareholder returns remained strong during the quarter as it repurchased shares worth over $1.6 billion. Moreover, it paid $474 million to shareholders in dividends, which makes it one of the best dividend stocks to buy now. MasterCard Incorporated has been raising its dividends consistently for the past 8 years. It currently pays a quarterly dividend of 49 cents per share and has a dividend yield of 0.58% as of November 21st. MasterCard Incorporated saw a spike in hedge fund positions in Q3 2022, as 146 elite money managers tracked by Insider Monkey had stakes in the company, up from 137 in the previous quarter. These stakes have a total value of over $13.8 billion. Aker Capital Management was the company's leading stakeholder in Q3. Number 13. Apple Incorporated, ticker, AAPL. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 0.62%. An American multinational tech giant, Apple Incorporated is another best dividend stock on our list. The company has raised its dividends consistently for the past 9 years. Currently, it offers a per-share dividend of 23 cents every quarter, with a dividend yield of 0.62%, as of November 2022. In the third quarter of 2022, Apple Incorporated reported an operating cash flow of $23 billion and it generated $20.7 billion in free cash flow. The company's cash flow was sufficient as it returned nearly $20 billion in dividends to shareholders during the quarter. Evercore IC raised its price target on Apple to $190 in November with an outperform rating on the shares. The firm expects strong iPhone 14 revenues due to the company's consistent customer base. Apple was a popular buy among elite funds in Q3 2022, as 140 hedge funds owned stakes in the company, up from 128 in the previous quarter, according to Insider Monkey's data. The collective value of these stakes is over $144 billion. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owned the largest stake in the company in Q3. Number 12. Nordson Corporation, ticker, NDSN. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.12%. Nordson Corporation is an Ohio-based multinational company that designs equipment for consumer and industrial adhesives, coatings, and sealants. In August 2022, Baird raised its price target on the stock to $271 with an outperform rating on the shares, highlighting the strong underlying demand for the company's products. Nordson Corporation currently pays a quarterly dividend of 65 cents per share. In 2022, the company extended its dividend growth streak to 59 years, which makes it one of the best dividend stocks on our list. As of November 2022, the stock has a dividend yield of 1.12%. In fiscal Q3 2022, Nordson Corporation reported revenue of $662 million, which showed a 2.4% growth from the same period last year. At the end of the quarter, the company had over $128.7 million available in cash and cash equivalents, and its total current assets amounted to over $1.1 billion. As of the end of the September quarter, 26 hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey own stakes in Nordson Corporation, up from 23 in the preceding quarter. These stakes have a total value of over $146.8 million. Number 11. Microsoft Corporation, ticker MSFT. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.12%. Microsoft Corporation is one of the leading tech companies in the world. In September 2022, the company declared a 20% hike in its quarterly dividend to 68 cents per share. This marked the company's 16th consecutive year of dividend growth, coming through as one of the best dividend stocks on our list. The stock's dividend yield came in at 1.12% in November 2022. In fiscal Q1 2023, Microsoft Corporation reported revenue of $50 billion, which showed a 10.6% growth from the same period last year and also beat street estimates by $410 million. The company's operating cash flow came in at $23 billion. It returned $9.7 billion to shareholders in dividends and share repurchases. RBC Capital maintained an outperform rating on Microsoft Corporation in October with a $310 price target, appreciating the company's fiscal Q1 2023 results. The firm also highlighted the company's management and its execution. Microsoft Corporation was the most popular stock among hedge funds in Q3 2022, as 269 funds owned stakes in the company, up from 258 in the previous quarter. The collective value of these stakes is over $61.1 billion. Number 10. United Health Group Incorporated, ticker UNH. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.27%. United Health Group Incorporated is an American multinational managed healthcare and insurance company. In October of 2022, Deutsche Bank raised its price target on the stock to $615 with a buy rating on the shares, following the company's Q3 earnings and membership strength. In November of 2022, United Health Group Incorporated declared a quarterly dividend of $1.65 per share, which fell in line with its previous dividend. The company started paying annual dividends in 1990 and shifted to quarterly payouts in 2010. Since then, it has paid regular dividends to shareholders. The stock's dividend yield on November 2022 came in at 1.27%. In Q3 2022, United Health Group Incorporated generated $18.5 billion in operating cash flow, and its adjusted cash flow from operations stood at $8.8 billion. In the first 9 months of the year, the company returned $10.5 billion to shareholders through share repurchases and dividends, which makes it one of the best dividend stocks to buy. The number of hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey owning stakes in United Health Group Incorporated jumped to 110 in Q3 2022, from 91 in the previous quarter. Number 9. Nike Incorporated, ticker NKE. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.31%. Nike Incorporated manufactures footwear, apparel, accessories, and other equipment. The company's products are designed for professional athletes. In fiscal Q1 2023, it remained committed to its shareholder return, paying $480 million in dividends, up 11% from the same period last year. Moreover, the company repurchased shares worth $1 billion during the quarter. In November 2022, Nike, one of the best dividend stocks, declared a quarterly dividend of 34 cents per share, having raised it by 12%. This was the company's 21st consecutive year of dividend growth. As of November 21st, the stock's dividend yield came in at 1.31%. In October 2022, Raymond James initiated its coverage of Nike Incorporated with an outperform rating. The firm mentioned that the stock is a good option for long-term investment. Number 8. Walmart Incorporated, ticker WMT. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.48%. An American multinational retail company, Walmart Incorporated is added to our list of the best dividend stocks as the company is just 1 year away from becoming a dividend king. It has been raising its dividends consistently for the past 49 years. The company's quarterly dividend currently stands at 56 cents per share for a dividend yield of 1.48% as of November 21st. In Q3 2022, Walmart reported revenue of $152.8 billion, which showed an 8.8% growth from the same period last year. Year to date, the company generated $15.7 billion in operating cash flow and $3.6 billion in free cash flow. Its cash generation was enough to cover its dividend payments worth $1.5 billion. Following the company's Q3 beat and raise, Morgan Stanley raised its price target on Walmart in November to $164 with an overweight rating on the shares. As of the end of Q3 2022, 68 hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey were bullish on Walmart, compared with 67 in the previous quarter. The collective value of stakes owned by these hedge funds is over $4.08 billion. Number 7. Accenture plc, ticker, ACN. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.56%. Accenture plc is an Irish-American information technology company that specializes in related services and consulting. In October 2022, JP Morgan maintained an overweight rating on the stock with a $306 price target, appreciating the company's fundamental and business model in the current environment. In fiscal Q4 2022, Accenture plc posted revenue of $15.4 billion, which saw a 14.9% growth from the same period last year. The company's free cash flow for the quarter came in at $3.6 billion and its operating cash flow came in at $3.8 billion. Its cash flow was sufficient as the company's dividend payments for the quarter amounted to $614 million. In September 2022, Accenture plc announced a 15.5% hike in its quarterly dividend to $1.12 per share. This marked the company's 17th consecutive year of dividend growth. The stock has a dividend yield of 1.56%, as recorded in November 2022. At the end of Q3 2022, 58 hedge funds in Insider Monkey's database owned stakes in Accenture plc, down from 61 in the previous quarter. Number 6. Parker Hannifin Corporation, ticker, PH. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.74%. Parker Hannifin Corporation is an Ohio-based manufacturing company that specializes in motion and control technologies. Citigroup resumed its coverage on the stock in October with a neutral rating, presenting a positive stance on the overall industry due to growing demand for tech products. In fiscal Q1 2023, Parker Hannifin Corporation reported revenue of $4.23 billion, up 12.5% from the same period last year. Year to date, the company's operating cash flow came in at $457.4 million, compared with $424.4 million in the prior year period. Parker Hannifin Corporation holds one of the longest dividend growth track records in the S&P 500. The company has raised its payouts consistently for the past 66 years, which makes it one of the best dividend stocks alongside ExxonMobil Corporation, PepsiCo, and the Procter & Gamble Company. The company currently pays a quarterly dividend of $1.33 per share for a dividend yield of 1.74%. As of the close of Q3 2022, 45 hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey own stakes in Parker Hannifin Corporation, growing from 35 in the previous quarter. These stakes are collectively worth over $848.3 million. Number 5. Genuine Parts Company ticker, GPC. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 1.96%. Genuine Parts Company is an American industrial supplies company that specializes in the distribution of industrial and office products. In November 2022, the company declared a quarterly dividend of $0.895 per share, in line with its previous dividend. It is one of the best dividend stocks on our list as it has raised its payouts consistently for the past 66 years. The stock's dividend yield on November 21st came in at 1.96%. In the first 9 months of the year, Genuine Parts Company reported growth in its operating cash flow to $1.2 billion, $1 billion in the prior year period. Its free cash also jumped to $1 billion during this period, from $870 million during the same period last year. The company's cash generation was strong as it paid $369 million in dividends to shareholders. At the end of Q3 2022, 36 hedge funds in Insider Monkey's database owned stakes in Genuine Parts Company, up from 32 in the previous quarter. The collective value of these stakes is over $474 million. With over 1.4 million shares, Arrow Street Capital was the company's leading stakeholder in Q3. 4. NextEra Energy Incorporated, ticker, NEE. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 2.04%. NextEra Energy Incorporated is one of America's largest electric utility holding companies. The company provides renewable energy services to its consumers in the US and Canada. Recently, the company announced to build the first landfill renewable natural gas production facility in Alabama. This project will capture over 16.5k metric tons per year of landfill methane for beneficial use. In October 2022, Guggenheim maintained a buy rating on NextEra Energy Incorporated with a $99 price target, presenting a positive stance on the power and utility group due to higher interest rates. NextEra Energy Incorporated currently pays a quarterly dividend of $0.425 per share. Earlier this year, the company raised its dividend for the 26th consecutive year, which places it as one of the best dividend stocks on our list. As of November 2022, the stock has a dividend yield of 2.04%. Number 3. Hormel Foods Corporation, ticker, HRL. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 2.11%. A Minnesota-based food processing company, Hormel Foods Corporation is another best dividend stock on our list. In fiscal Q3 2022, the company operating cash flow came in at $186 million, which showed a 143% growth from the same period last year. The company had over $850.3 million in cash and cash equivalents at the end of the quarter, up from $613.5 million in the prior year quarter. In September 2022, Argus reiterated its buy rating on Hormel Foods Corporation with a $53 price target, highlighting the company's record sales, clean balance sheet, and a strong history of raising its dividends. Hormel Foods Corporation maintains a 56-year streak of consistent dividend growth, falling into the category of dividend kings. The company offers a 26 cents per share in quarterly dividends and has a dividend yield of 2.11%, as recorded in November of 2022. At the end of September 2022, 29 hedge funds owned investments in Hormel Foods Corporation, up from 27 in the previous quarter, as per Insider Monkey's database. Number 2. McDonald's Corporation, ticker, MCD. The dividend yield as of November 2022 was 2.23%. McDonald's Corporation is an American multinational fast food chain. Since the start of the year, the stock has delivered a 1.96% return to shareholders, while its 12-month returns came in at 8.04%, as of the close of November 20th. McDonald's Corporation was lauded by street analysts for its recent quarterly earnings, unit growth, and growing same-store sales. Given this, both Truist and RBC Capital raised their price targets on the stock to $300 and $295 in October, respectively. In October 2022, McDonald's Corporation declared a 10% hike in its quarterly dividend to $1.52 per share. The company has been raising its dividends consistently for the past 46 years. Its growing earnings and strong dividend history make it one of the best dividend stocks to buy now. As of November 2022, the stock has a dividend yield of 2.23%. McDonald's Corporation was a part of 53 hedge fund portfolios in Q3 2022, up from 50 in the previous quarter, according to Insider Monkey's data. The stakes owned by these hedge funds are worth over $1.8 billion collectively. Number 1. The Coca-Cola Company, ticker, KO. Dividend yield as of November 21st, 2.85%. Georgia serves as the home base for the American beverage giant the Coca-Cola Company. In October 2022, UBS increased its price target on the stock to $68 with a buy rating on the shares as the company demonstrated growth in its organic sales and revenue. The Coca-Cola Company has a strong balance sheet to carry out its shareholder obligation. In the first 9 months of the year, the company's operating cash flow came in at $8.1 billion and its free cash flow stood at $7.3 billion. In Q3 2022, it reported revenue of $1.11 billion, which showed an 11% growth from the same period last year. The Coca-Cola Company currently pays a quarterly dividend of 44 cents per share. The company holds a 60-year track record of dividend growth, coming through as one of the best dividend stocks on our list. As of November 2022, the stock has a dividend yield of 2.85%. This concludes our list on the top 14 dividend blue chip stocks to buy now. Which of these stocks would you like to add to your investments portfolio? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the best stocks to buy and cutting-edge investment strategies for building wealth. Thanks for watching and happy investing.